Oh, Cuphead. You hear that in my voice? I love this game. It's so amazing. I'm frankly at a loss for words. I like this game so much. And I mean, that's a feat. Your boy can talk. So, I mean, let's just get into it. We're ranking bosses today. You'll see how much I love this game. So today we'll be ranking bosses based on their design. I care about shape, I care about color, I care about vibe, I care about energy, and I care about gameplay that ties it all together in a nice bow. So let's just see how these bosses fare. A game like Cuphead can start off strong. Being at the bottom does not mean you're bad, because being the worst boss of Cuphead is still a feat. Every single thing was made with love in this game. Everything was made with care, love, and dedication. That being said, first off, Cagney Carnation. Let me go ahead and just start defending myself right off the bat. Y'all are blinded because of the music, and so was I. But in really looking at it, aside from a really nice yellow, a really nice bright color, I'm just not feeling it. I like what it's doing here. It's a dandelion, he roars, he's got a little bull matador-y kind of thing, it's got a salsa-y samba kind of thing going on, it's wild, you're tripping on vines in the forest, I do get it. Seeds are falling on your head, the plants are attacking you. A plant with a big mouth, that's always a good thing. A nice deceptive flower is always fun to see. You've got your flowies. You know, you can't really trust flowers. They're little pieces of shit. It's just like, you know, we don't trust the trees. They're ancient. They know more than us, that kind of thing. Cagney's all right. Fun music, though. Fun music. Moving to the next one, I think maybe you'll see what I mean when I say doing something a little special. It's just not the most layered, imaginative, or exploratory take on flowers, on wildflowers, on thorny flowers. You know, it's all right. He's cute enough. Moving on, we've got Goopy. Goopy Legrand. You know, I didn't think Goopy would beat out anybody, but especially in putting together all these images in my slides, Goopy works. Goopy really does Goopy well. Now, Goopy's not trying to shake your world up. It's a slime. It's boss number one. It's your first enemy in any game. He's standard. But I think he's just such a satisfying take on Blob. It's a nice, bright, matte kind of blue. It's a little shiny, a little rubbery, not see-through. He's very plotty, very thuddy, very blorby jumps, if that makes sense. He lands kind of heavy, but he still jumps high. It matches that music. It's got but to point out that music, it really does suck for Goopy that there's just a better version of this song somewhere else. There's stuff that this song does well. I think the piano matches Goopy's sort of childish, playful way he's just dancing across your back like fingers on a keys. But I know there's a more bombastic, kick-ass version of the song right around the corner. And that hurts it. It hurts it greatly. But I really do love Goopy for what he does. I love the transition into the tombstone. He goes from Blob to Thwomp, another sort of basic enemy, but he's slamming down on you with that stone. It's like the rubber that's lost its bounce, but he's still coming at you. I like it. He keeps coming at you till he cracks in half. I like that. You take the rubber creature and you break him in half. That's a good thing. I like Goopy. And for a first fight, Goopy gets you killed. Goopy can kill you. Goopy is capable of killing to this very day. Still manages to be harder than the root pack, I'd say. Good job, Goopy, for doing Circle well. Next up, we've got Ribby and Croaks. I really like Ribby and Croaks thematically. On a thematic sense, the idea of it's like a little lion fight, because these are bugs on a boat and this is their entertainment. I like the big monster fight as the sort of sleazy, gambling, drinking, dancing boathouse bug brawl. That's fun. It's nice. Um, hmm. It just doesn't spark joy. It does, and I like a lot about it. But as far as frogs go, frogs sell themselves. A frog is just instantly likable, frankly, and I just think they could be better. I'm fine with them. I like the fact that they turn into a big slot machine. I do wish it was alluded to a little bit better. I think we've got one fan transformation, but other than that, they vor each other and become a machine, and I go, huh? What? What? I'm not sure I get it, but I think it could be better alluded to. And maybe that's a big part of it. Also not the biggest fan of their specific green and brown. Now it is evocative of those. I don't remember what the frogs are named, but they're frogs on a book, and I guess that's nice. But it's all right. It's all right. Next up, comeback queen of the year, because initially I had placed her dead last. It's Rumor Honeybottoms, and I wasn't being nice. I find myself to be annoyed by the actual mechanics of the fight to such an extent that it really did distract from my ability to be able to critique it on an aesthetic level. Because as I go through these, the most important things for me are design, aesthetic, and impact. What do all the pieces say together? And when I pulled away from Rumor Honeybottoms, I was just so annoyed. I'm annoyed. But I also find myself a touch underwhelmed. It doesn't help that it's mostly just one color, mostly just one repeating pattern, but as I looked more and more into it, kind of feels like that's the point. Especially as I look deep into her hypnotic eyes, I'm realizing it's kind of the whole point to be inconspicuous. It is magic, mysticism, the Illuminati, and my partner clued me into this. The music is like a news station. It is like a print media, newspapery news station sound. And when I think about it from that perspective, especially as she is royalty, as this is a business, and as she transformed into a bomber, I'm like, are you trying to say something here? I like it. I do like it. A security guard on your way in. You've got a cannibalistic queen, a queen that eats the people, and you take her head off in the end. It's all good. I like it. Is it just the lack of colors? There's just something here that I'm just not in love with. I don't like the actual fight. I don't like that it's so much so one color, which, I mean, what's the inside of a beehive gonna look like? As we all look to our reference material of Winnie the Pooh, primary source that it is. I get it, a lot of yellow, it's honey. It could do a little bit more. It could have a little bit more pizzazz. Next, we've got the Baroness von Bon Bon. I want to like it more. And I think it's because it's candy and pink. I love the color pink. I like candy as a theme. Candy queen, candy royalty. She's supposed to be sweet, but she's never sweet. She's angry. She's maniacal. She's sobbing. She's nothing but negative emotions until she loses her mind and throws her head at you. That's fun. I like the design of her minions. But outside of that, I guess it's just not doing anything crazy for me. Oh my god, it's the cutest little overworld sprite I have ever seen in my life. I love that overworld sprite. I just want to take a bite out of it. But outside of that, it's cute, it's sweet, it does what it needs to. And I think she serves as a nice introduction to the middle bosses of the middle island. I think she is pretty easy, but can throw a little bit your way that you're not quite ready for. Next, we got Glumstone. Glumstone I like more in its theming than necessarily how it actually managed it. I like it. I really like Glumstone. It's cute. It's the cockiness that you must have to fight a mountain. But you're also thinking, of course I can climb that mountain. This is the gall that makes people think they can just climb Mount Everest and survive. You think you can just fight an old man because he's old? You think you're just gonna climb a mountain because it's just a mountain? And he shows you he's not to be messed with. Even down to bad breath is a danger to you. I like it. I really do. The gnomes are incredibly cute. It's got a storybooky, storytelling sort of aesthetic and vibe. I like all that. I do like it. I guess it just doesn't sing for me. Hey, this is relative. We are already 4 or 5 up in a list of bosses that are all good. It not necessarily singing for me. This would be leagues above any Eggman robot that shows up at the end of a Sonic level. So when I say isn't doing it for me, I mean, in another game, this would be one of the best bosses I've ever seen. He swallows you up, you go in his gullet, and it's an acid pool dinosaur lake. That's cool. He's fighting you as the cave and an ulcer in a dinosaur acid pit, and it's just stomach acid. That's so cute. It's so cool. The gnomes, they're like lice. They're like bugs in his beard. And he's attacking you with breath and bugs and just like a bear he pinched up like he pulled a tick off of his body and he's wiggling around over you. I like Glumstone, and maybe I like Glumstone more than I think I do. Next up, we got Briny Beard. Good old pirate captain Briny Beard. This is Brute Core, and more specifically like Bluto. This guy plays dirty, and so does his crew. I like that they're like a family of misfit giant animals trying to kill you, and they're big. It's really evocative of like the whales in like aquarium, the whale bones that'll be above you. You'll be at like a museum and some giant dinosaur bones or a shark so large you don't even want to get close to it. That's what I'm thinking of when I see all these things. You ever stood next to a boat? That's the boat's as big. They're scary, and that's what's coming at you. The whole crew, everybody's got their guns. It's almost like a misfit band of animals. Like, well, that is what it is. But when I'm saying that, I'm thinking like a monkey or a penguin or like a parrot with a gun or something. That's like your typical misfit group of animals. But this is the shark, the ship, the giant squid, the barrel. These are almost like the aesthetic ideas of like piracy. What's in the ocean, what's on the map, the big things out to get you. They're all on a crew together. I like Briny Beard. It's really simple. It's a touch plain, but it's straightforward, but it doesn't need to be too much more than that. The slow escalation of fighting more and more and more of the crew, I think that's nice. I think it's a pretty nice boss. Next up, we got Dr. Call's Robot. One of the most iconic bosses of the game, I'd say. Like, it sticks in people's minds. People remember this as like a fight to be feared. It's like schoolyard rumor fight. And for a good reason. It's a big robot junkyard fight in the sky. And I love it. It's one of those simple ideas done really well. Because, frankly, when you look at it, it's not the smartest robot in the world. Its most intelligent weapon is a beam. Because outside of that, it's nothing but explosives and shrapnel. He's like throwing nails at you. He's throwing nuts and bolts at you and bombs. It's so simple. Very simple color design, and it doesn't need any more than that. This is just an insane guy in a junkyard building a robot, looking forward to destroying whatever city this is behind him. And I think once you get in the hang of it, it can be quite a fun fight. Next up, we got King Dice. I'm fine with the Die Man. You know, I like the little miniature fights. I like that it's like you get to go to the casino and you get beaten up by these monstrous, ghoulish minions. You know, it's the sin and lights of the casino. You've got your vices, you've got your drinks, your smokes. Yeah, you got your gamblings, you got your chips, your roulette wheels and whatnot. You got your magic, you've got your mysticism, your fun, your games. It's all manipulative. I like it. Part of why he doesn't end up higher on the list is, frankly, I just see a boss that the boss himself evolves or develops or changes throughout the fight, and you just don't get a chance to get that with King Dice, which I understand why. It's a minion gauntlet, it's whatever, but I do wish there was more interplay with the actual boss itself. That being said, good stuff. Next up, everybody's favorite girl, it's your girl, Kala Maria. Everybody clap, everybody drool, everybody pant a little, because that's what we're here to do, right? She did her job well. She was the siren. She is the siren. Big monster lady, big old monster fish, ghost pirates, sea mines. It is the pirate map bonanza. It's the Lost at Sea pirate treasure map mysticism, ancient magic, oceanness. It's the energy of being rocked by waves, thrown overboard onto the sea. You can hear it in the music. It's the dance of death at sea. She's got that sort of ectoplasm glow, that little greenness in the skin, pirate ghost, you know. So she's got a big, strong ghost theme that's not just like in your face and all over her. So I really like that, like as part of her monstery ghost pirate thing. That's fun. I like it. It's good stuff. And we've got the devil. I like the devil. I think the fight is fun. I have it separated into two parts. So right now we're looking at the first part of the fight, where he literally does not get up from his chair. I love to see it. A cocky boss that just thinks he can play around with you. That's always fun. And he's just sitting there transforming into goofy goobers. I'm a little dragon with little leggies. 1 second a spider, the next I'm clapping you with my big hands. I'm not taking you seriously. That's what he's continuing to say this whole fight. I don't respect you at all. Good stuff. I like that little bit of glowing heat energy off the edge of the line work, the body. And then we've got big head, big monster man, demon king. You go underground and he's taking you seriously. The many expressions of the devil as you go through and beat him. He's still taking you a little bit more seriously. He's gotten out of the chair. He's standing up, but he's laughing. Then he gets a little mad, and then finally he breaks down. And you essentially give him one of them big bumps on the head. You beat him up. He's got bandages and everything. Good stuff. And it doesn't need to do too much more. I mean, it's the devil. The devil doesn't need a bunch of layers and whatnot. If the devil were wearing layers, that would just be a costume. He would immediately strip those. It should just be the devil. And we got Sally's stage play. Talk about grow on you. Now, I mean, I think we all liked Sally's stage play from jump, but I really like her now. I go from like to love. Girl core. You know, woman who is the center of the stage, you know, at her wedding, throughout her life as a goddess, getting her standing ovation. She is in the spotlight, and I love to see it. I love the alleyway tap dancing music, fast feet, snapping fingers, like, yeah, we're gonna get you kind of vibe. I love to hear it. I love that she refuses to let go of the stage, the spotlight, that there are just so many phases is very befitting of the theme. I like how many characters there are. No man is an island, and Sally is no different. There's all kinds of influences in her life. Her husband, her children, this priest, the nuns. I like that it's just not her by herself. It's her whole family. And they all take a part in the fight, and they all have various reactions to the things that go on within the play. You're a part of the performance. The audience is a part of the performance. It's very layered in a very satisfying way. I like the prop design aesthetic. I like to see some stuff be real, some stuff be fake, a lot of stuff be actors, some stuff like the mouse be a little RC car. I like her easy to read from a distance, maybe overacted expression work. Good stuff. Go Sally stage play. Then dad core the boss. I love Wally Warbers. I love Wally Warbles, and it has really grown on me. Now, I always kind of liked it, but I didn't piece together just how dad-core this whole fight is. I get it, you know, father-son, you know, he's dad at work, but it really is dad-core, down to the adjusting of the belt ass music that plays in the background. You've got dads, you've got sons, you've got birdhouses, you've got nails and construction. He's a bit of a tough guy who has a gun, and his son's a nerd genius son. That's always a classic idea. Then workplace injuries. If that's not dad core, I don't know what it is. Continuing to work after said workplace injury, dad core. Bedside nurses, dad core. Turns into a trash can and throws up junk, dad core. And it's boots and shit, dad core all the way through, down to tying nails onto your children's forehead and sending them into the fight, dad core. Good shit. I'll fight your dad, the boss. We've got Chef Saltbaker. I quite like this fight. This is a nice themed fight. I really like it. Sort of schlocky horror vibe. The Friday night horror, the bloody murder, body parts in a bucket vibe horror. Monster house horror kind of thing. Serial killer. He's a killer. He is a killer. And I really just like what it does. It's so visceral. It just really didn't need to be. It didn't need to go this hard, and it does. You feel a little afraid of him. I was a little afraid of him. I like that it's like he's a seasoning. He's salt. He's gotten too big for his britches. Salt is supposed to be there in small amounts to help ingredients sing, to help a piece come together. Salt should not be your main ingredient. He thinks he can cover the world in salt and people will be happy? No, he is salty. He falls to his own saltiness. It destroys him. What really destroyed him was taking in all that magic energy he wasn't supposed to, getting too big for his salty britches. I love it. Good shit. Great expressive work, great animations, all around, such a good fight. Love to see it. And a very hard one. Hardest fight in the game, one of. I would say the hardest fight in the game. I love a good monster train. I like the ghost train. It's so good, and oh my god, they made Wildberry work. I ain't no Wildberry fan. Purple, pink, and blue together, and I go, it's okay. It's okay. But look at this. They've done it. They've done it. This is Wildberry, and I'm excited for a taste. I like that it's not your most straightforward use of ghosts. You know, they're not the simplest ghosts. They're not the most straightforward. It's one with eyeball hands. The lollipop ghouls, to this day, nobody knows what they are. Big skeleton conductor is the most straightforward it gets. And even it's not, you know, little dancing skeletons in a graveyard. And I love the monster train. I like that it's like an animal. That tail does it. You know, without the tail, you know, who knows? You could just be anything. Living train, possessed train. The tail makes it a monster. It makes it an animal. It makes it more creature-like. The way it crawls and runs along the track. I love it. You expose its heart to kill the train as pieces of it break away. Things break out of the train's falling apart. I love to see it. It's a great theme. And of course, you cannot have a love letter to animation without some spooky, scary representation. Very cute, very silly, very wacky. Then we've got a very unconventional one, a very silly one. I like the Howling Aces. I guess I can stop saying that I like them. Obviously, I like them if they're this high up. They are big dogs who don't understand personal space in the sky. What a terrifying concept. Okay, I'm not a dog hater. I'm not, but sometimes they cannot read that you do not want them in their your space. And this fight is exactly what that feels like. A big dog with a big mouth way too close on you. You can smell them, you can feel them, and oh boy, are they way heavier and sturdier than they should be. Dogs are built like machines, I swear. But I love to see it here. All the dog toys, every single thing about dogs is harder than they look. The dog toys, a ball of yarn, you know them shits is hard. They hit heavy and land heavy. I like it. I like it. I love the mechanic of flipping the screen. It's insane. It's dizzying. It should be. That's kind of the point. I love the scrolling background that's flying way too fast. It is just bombastic. It's very exciting. And that's not something you get in a ton of the fights throughout this game. Excitement. This is exciting. And you know, that's really where some of the DLC really shines, is that like wow factor. And oh boy, does this have a wow factor. This is one that grew on me over the process of doing this video. I liked it, you know, I like the colors, come on, you light blue, orange, and of course that Perry pink. And then I'm not as crazy about purple, but it really works here. Look at these colors. But in seeing all the pieces together, it's really working for me. I'm getting that monster, snowman, wizard, cult, magic and mysticism, organized but completely disorganized body horror. I like that it goes from that more, you know, tarot card magic to monster possession magic to almost this strange, it's this self-pleasuring god of tearing its body apart to fight you-ness. I love the bliss that this character shows throughout all of the fights. It's got this tinge of insanity to it, tasting the magic of life, tasting the fun of the fight. I like it. I really, really like it. The monster, snowman monster, I love. The snowflake monster, I love. Mortimer, I like how round he is. I like his beard. I like his expressions. I like every frame of this fight. Every frame of painting. Good shit. Then we've got my first love. And by which I mean the first fight in which the theming and the layeredness of it really just got me. Or I'm like, man, I can't wait to see this fight again. I can't wait to think about this fight again. I can't wait to look at all the aesthetic pieces again. That was this one. I love Werner Vermin. It's the ingenious use of design and trope here is really doing it for me. Ward, Tinkerer, House, Mouse is low stakes, big impact iconography, by which I mean the mouse, the cans, the nails, the scraps, the bottle caps. It's trash. Lowest of the low. It's just not all stuff that you would particularly elevate, but it's also some of the most iconic low tier items you can find. Bottle caps are cute. Bottle caps are aesthetic. Cans are so aesthetic, you can base your whole pop art style off of them. And the mouse, come on, the mouse. I'm working on a little mouse video, and I love mice. I love what they are, and frankly, all mammals are mice at the end of the day. Work us back far enough, and we almost all have, all mammals have like a mouse counterpart. I can't think of a mammal that didn't start out as a mouse first. What secret hidden power? You know, it evokes the hidden power. I like the DIY vibes, the jagged pieces, the exposed mechanisms. I like it. I like that he made the lifelike cat robot. It's like he tricks you with basic ass trebuchets and like a flamethrower, a couple of spinning bottle caps, and you go, okay, whatever. And then you look back and he's made this lifelike giant robot What? All right, now his proud, confident, cocky little mouse music makes a whole lot of sense. Also, using your own technological advances to experiment on your own kind and ultimately becoming your own biggest big bad enemy is so Eurocore. Maybe just Western core in general. It's not like we don't get up to that kind of nonsense in America. But like the honorable war, the horns, the salutes, it all now seems kind of like a mask for what is ultimately experimentation. What are y'all saying here? I like it. And then the big spectacle himself. You know, right? Jimmy is a spectacle. And frankly, I didn't even want to put him this high. But once I put these pieces together, I just had to admit it. He is doing it. It's such a fun and silly fight. I love that cocky personality, that playfulness that you get from genies, the sort of trickster thinking up their thinking. You know, you don't often get a ton of bosses that do a whole lot of thinking. You know, they just try to hit you. But, you know, he's playing with you. There's interplay here where he's transforming and trying to get you and copying your moves. And that's cute. It's cute. I like how big he gets. The giant fight with the genie monster in the sky. I like it. It glows, it sparkles, it's got so much magic, it's radiating off of his almost warm, you can feel skin color. And that's a great color, you know. He's wearing that red, oh so good. He's wearing that teal, he tearing it up with that teal. I love it. I do love it. I like Jimmy. Want to talk about a simple design done well. Now, it is cheating. You can never go wrong with vegetables. You really can't. You're in your first level of your game, you go to a forest, you go to a veggie patch, you really are just doing it. You can do it wrong though, but that's not here. That's neither here nor there. These are vegetables done well. Clean, simple, nice oompa oompa music, a great introduction to Cuphead. Veggies are easily understandable, easily approachable, just a nice, comfortable, safe idea for a first level. I like Grumpy and Sweet and Mastermind as a fun dynamic. It's really Three Stooges right here. It's got a lot of personality for such a really, really simple idea, really simple moves, really simple concept. It's just, that's it. The only thing I want is more. That's all. And especially when you look at this and look at Goopy right around the corner, you can't help but love the Root Pack. Then we've got our bootleg bugs, our moonshine mob. I love it. I love it. Now, bugs are already organized and making shit, so it really lends itself to that idea. Ants milk aphids, bugs already make honey. Bugs are great at organizing together and getting something done. They often have a head honcho that makes sense for the theme. I like it. I fell in love with this the second I saw it. The second I saw that rows of levels of the layering where you can jump up and down, and you've got this like turf war between the moonshine mob and the police, and you're just in the middle as you fight goon after goon, sub boss after sub boss. It's great. You go further and further through the fight, stuff gets destroyed, stuff is getting coming at you from everywhere. And at a certain point, they're just brawling and you're doing your own fight, they're doing their own fights. And then the big boss comes around the corner and tries to get you with a pistol. Right after letting all his men rough you up, he tries to sneak around and get you. I love it. Behind a fake knockout. I love it. And then kind of a personal love of mine. I have a couple of personal loves of mine this high up. Oh, Beppy. Oh, Beppy the clown. I love this. Now, all right. We know the theme of my channel. I've got a theme park theming here. We're Polecat Park around here. We like clowns. We like theme parks. Beppy's probably getting a few more points in that regard. But oh boy, have they nailed the feeling of needing to get on a ride that's still moving. You know what I mean? A ride that's coming at you, maybe a little faster than you want to. It's lurching, it juts out kind of funky, and you have to get on it while it's moving. That's this fight. The rubber balls at a theme park that are a little tougher than you would think, that come at you just a little harder than you think, a balloon that pops that scares you more than it should have. That's it. That's this fight. A ride that rickets a little as you fly around. You're like, this is gonna still stay together, right? That's this fight. It's so good. And to watch Beppy go through these various transformations, all while maintaining that sort of rubberiness, is great. And it's taut rubber. This is rubber you do not want to hit you. And that bisected color is just so striking. Then my true, for real, personal fave. The undisputed sex symbol of Cuphead, Grim Matchstick. Fight me this dragon fucks. Fucks so hard. I love Grim Matchstick. I love how subtle some of its theming is. And I know some of these times I'm asking for more overt theming, like with Rumor, but I like how subtle the theming is. And you think, where's the theme? Subtle. He's a dragon in a wizard tower. But this dragon's a magician. This dragon's a weatherman. Listen to that music. You can hear the weather report ass song as we go to a cloudy day. He's sending eye beams. It's like a sort of soft magic. Where, like, yeah, a dragon should be able to breathe fire, but not little living fire guys, not meteors. It's the more mystical version of dragon. Also, very unconventional design for an extremely straightforward dragon. That's just a toon dragon. It's not doing that much new or different, but it's a dragon I've never seen anywhere. I've never seen this dragon anywhere here. One color that he makes sing. Green. He does not need anything else. He doesn't need a ton of transformations. He grows them heads and sticks out that tongue. He don't need to do much more than that. It's working for him. You keep doing you, Grim. Then we've got her. Good shit. God, do I love Hildeberg. Let's just talk about the theming. Magic, astrology, steampunk, man in the moon, heavenly bodies, all with the bow on top that is her signature witch cackle, because that is a witch's cackle. It just all works so well. That golden red is fantastic. The music is witchy. I love it. It's a little chaotic, a little surprise, it can't be held down. It's running off without you. It's such a good fight and such a beautiful introduction to plane levels. I really don't have much more to say. I feel like she sells herself. Just look at her expressions. Look at the design. Do I need to say anything? It does it on its own. Hildeberg, you go, girl. And then finally, last and certainly the least, whatever, the most, the best, the fight that makes me Esther Winchester. High noon hoopla. I love Esther Winchester. I loved her from the second I got into that fight to the second I finally beat it, because oh boy, was this a tough one. So Wild West core. It's cowboys and robbers and all that good shit. Such a chaotic, high octane, really fast-paced fight with so much coming at you. I love how many little pieces are in this fight, and they're such the cutest little pieces, the cutest little stacks of money and little peppers and things. But it's all gonna kill you. I mean, it's just like you're getting sprayed and prayed at the saloon. It's a shootout. You step into the saloon and suddenly you got a hot dog flying at your face. You got a T-bone steak flying at you, a barrel of money, some snake oil. It's all coming at you faster than you're ready for. She's got her crew with her. She's got minions. It's good shit. Falling into your own machine. If that's not Americana and being turned into hot dogs. If that ain't Americana, I don't know what is. And the colors? Should I say any more about the colors? I love Esther Winchester.